Ladies and gentlemen, this is Phil Routsong with Milk the Crisis, the alternative news source for North Carolina. And on the phone with me is a Mr. Sammy Dodd, who is a delegate for the state of North Carolina, down in Tampa right now. So, Sammy, just tell us a little bit about today and catch us up on today's events. Of course, we know the vote for the nominee came down on the floor today, so tell us a little bit about what happened.
All right, Phil. Thanks for having me on, by the way.
No problem, bud.
All right, what we had happen here. First off, they had the credentials. Of course, they called to order. Had the credentials report come up. There was a decisively divided vote. Division was ignored, and point of order was also called, which was also ignored. Then the Rules Committee went up and motioned for their rules to be adopted. And at that time, Morton Brightwell, a national committee man from Virginia, was supposed to present the minority report on certain rules that would have essentially taken the grassroots out of the convention process, at least nationally. And he never got the chance to present his minority report. They took a voice vote. It was, what I could tell, in favor of the noes. The chair called it for the favor of the ayes. A division was called, and a point of order also ignored. It comes to roll call for president. When they got to North Carolina, they voted. First off, let me make it clear, we're supposed to poll the delegation. I was never polled. Our delegation was never polled.
Not once. Not even in
Not even in a separate meeting outside of the committee.
Okay, so your delegation was never polled. It was supposed to be polled.
Yeah. I was a bound delegate for Newt Gingrich.
Okay.
Newt Gingrich had released his delegate, which therefore made me a free agent.
Right.
I could have either casted my vote for Newt. I could have casted my vote for anybody.
Right.
Instead, when they got to North Carolina, they read off the vote, 48 for Romney and 7 for Paul.
48 for Romney, but there was supposed to be only 39 for Romney, right?
Yes, according to the proportionate of our primary, Romney should have received 39 votes, unless some of those Gingrich or Santorum delegates switched their votes.
Right. But you were never polled, Sammy.
I was never polled.
And nobody else was ever polled.
Correct.
So how do we know who switched their votes and who didn't?
We don't.
So what you're saying is they just automatically took everyone who was...
That was a Gingrich, yeah.
That was a Gingrich and a Santorum.
And applied it to Romney automatically.
Without polling you.
Without polling you.
Right, so Romney gained an additional 9 delegates just by breathing.
Correct.
Okay.
And that was announced by Justin Burr and Wayne King.
Wayne King and Justin Burr announced that.
Correct.
So you had other delegates down there that you knew personally who are not for Romney, Daniel Rufty being one and Gennaro Figueroa being another, who are not... Ken Nelson, who were bound to Santorum and Gingrich.
Correct.
And even though they released their delegates,
their votes went to Romney.
Their votes automatically went to Romney without being polled.
Correct.
And that's what happened today.
Yes. My vote was disenfranchised.
Right. So basically, you just had a nice vacation down to Tampa and really didn't even matter.
Correct. This is not a convention down here. event. Nothing but a gigantic teleprompter that every speaker reads off of. They want to pick on Obama on reading a teleprompter for his speeches. But yet, they had like the biggest teleprompter, I think, in the world in there. And it was all tape. Every bit of it.
So there is no genuine process, Republican process going on in Tampa today.
Correct. It's just a staged, made for TV, generic event.